up of one romance scammer. It has actually been trending for a while now. This whole romance scam about Abu Trica. Over the time, yeah, bring updates about the whole issue about Abu Trica back to back in relation to Nia Air Koso, as far as they are accusing of that he's one of those people that almost frauded these foreigners, elderly women who are foreigners, or frauded one accounts send the sikatumu and a whole lot. No, it's one of the cases that has been trending for a while now. Now, what is happening is that it's more or less like the whole case is beginning to take a different turn. The last update I had the say some media is more or less like Ghana High Court, and as a court, a court in Ghana, I extradited Abu Trica. Not just for now, US has the opportunity, or FBI has the opportunity to actually come and pick Abu Trica. So that was the last update I had. And a lawyer, Oliver Varmao, was explaining, said he confirmed some of the things happening. What is happening currently is that it's more or less like Abu Trica has been seen on a plane, so it's more or less like he's actually moving to USA, and people are asking, what at all is he going to do? Is it that FBI has come to pick him up from Ghana, and a whole lot of things happening here and there? So this is a real confirmation that as of now, the Abu Trica is currently not in our country, Ghana, anymore. So that is a scene on your screen, sir. Just say he's in a plane moving to the United States of America. To give more confirmation on this particular issue, there is a video that it's going to confirm how he's actually going to get off the plane, and then where he'll be heading towards. We'll be giving you everything that is actually happened from the plane straight to where he went, and afterwards what actually happened. Yanko shared a particular video after the plane where he was heading towards. You buy a better was at the mom.
Do you think confused is part of your work?
So after that, after sorting our plane, we could see that he was actually coming or disembarking from the Delta Airlines flight in the United States of America after his extradition. So after sorting our plane, he got down out of the plane, and now he's actually going to get from that place. Where is he heading towards? That is the next video we'll be looking at. Now he's gone into the plane that was heading towards the United States of America, Abu Trica. Now after the plane, now see free where was he heading towards, and then what exactly was actually happening there, and all that. Yeah, cautious video numerous here. So that was Abu Trica. From all indications, it's more or less like Kamia is another. It is actually the case that he's no more in our country, Ghana. Now, this whole fraud case that he's been accused of, that he's involved in romance scams and frauding these elderly women who are foreigners and taking money from them, and a number of things he's been accused of. It's more or less like say the nuko jina court na say ye investigate na ye bisa no questions. He's going to actually spend like 20 years in jail. So that is one thing that people are beginning to open their mouth and ask, romance scam keke na okako jail in 20 years in jail there. It's more or less like it's scary. So on your screen, it says that Abu Trica, to appear before U.S. federal judge today, faces up to 20 years in prison if found guilty of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering conspiracy. So it's more or less like this is a confirmation that is. And year thing July, say Abu Trica kopie mu US federal court, kopie mu judge nenima nia waye nyina aye accusing you of this romance scam, money laundering, and a whole lot of things that he's been accused of. He's going to spend like 20 years in jail, which is enye asem ketwakra. In this particular issue, and ajagraja. Some time ago, he came to, I don't know whether we should call it a prophecy or we should call it a word of mouth. Or a church we say, who say Abu Trica, yeah, they know ebe caught US now only 6 months cry. He will come back to Ghana and a whole lot of issues is going to happen. And then in this Otanzo church, the way forward. Now, Abu Trica is no more in the country. He's been caught and everything he said will happen has actually happened. Now he's actually foreseeing into the future. What is going to be the fate of Abu Trica? Is it going to be that he's going to spend 20 years like we are saying, or he'll actually be brought back? He mentioned a number of things in a video.
no provoke government in near by now. One may get the connebra was that to court or message. Okay. I have a channel. A channel court. Or none of them never chin. Court, do court, not your chin. The chain of the lawyer's will need you. I have a such channel. A chin or court. Tia. A didn't make us a boutique. Or me releasing and a boutique and a number. But before we go, Masasha boutique and come say. So I'm treating one social media so. No provoke government near by now. One day the connebra was that through court or message. Was that through court or message. Or court or Honani chain. One straight to US. Send yerin say Utimi Busa Butrika. Na Butrika Timi Shereni Bibia. Na gay Nikoya. Onya 6 months to US. Obesada. So, Utimi friend here. That's it. Not say Parakura, you know, get Frosobra. Papa Frosobra. What's the Parakura? Need Frosobra. My invite to bra. Make her up to 10. Frosobra. 1. My invite to 2. 3. Fafrota mame. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. You fake account. 10. Also on your bema. Abu Trica case in soon dear. Adama. And the Bojagu boy in any sono. It's the way I know him. And I make a Adama. On one yet then I can see FBI. Can you BB and Hawa? And you BB never kiwa. How do you sue the government? Sue the FBI and sue Yoko? Is this not working? A simple question. And Crofono Maso. How do you sue them? Now be a call to bed at the nickel. I don't want to make ransom. Where's you? They make someone tell FBI no move from America. How do you sue FBI? Sue Yoko, sue Ghana government. What sue Zamprofonina? And you be the above this one. Say, ye be na bogun and so onim kwasi asemo. No, ama wodim kwa. Na ne wonye hia. Ka na tie. Owi no asaka jo se ko twan interview. Owi na ade na ase pia se ko twan interview na ko comment. Kona go chirem. I see everything is about spirit. Bra, am sorry, bra. So there be a fake. Bra so bra. Fake account. Fake account. How do you find the real page mad that usuro? How can you sue the government and everything? Everyone is saying over to sue government. No.
That was Ajagraja, or Trece. You know, some of the things Abu Trica did, no, it was more or less like out of the normal. How can you sue Iyoko and sue FBI and a whole lot? So he has actually dug his own grave. Say, BBC to Abu Trica, he's actually dug his own grave, and he also confirmed that a number of things that he said prior to say Yebechinako US first instance, no, it came to pass, and a whole lot of things. He also mentioned that the way forward, no, it's more or less like the family and she has a role to play. He mentioned a number of things. Say if the wife no play that role she's supposed to play, then we'll be seeing Abu Trica back to our country, Ghana. And the same issue of Abu Trica and Captain Smart or the Nanua Tumubi or say. In fact, for him, he sees nothing wrong with what Abu Trica has done, and if there is someone to say they have evidence against Abu Trica, then it should be Yoko, not FBI. FBI has no evidence as to what Abu Trica has done and can't prove any point. He mentioned a number of things that or making comparisons to some people that were accused, Kenoforiata's issue and a whole lot of things. You will be marveled with some of the things Captain Smart Edu in relation to this whole Abu Trica saga.
Interview Abu Trica wa ha. Ghana. Na wo ma dwen wo fam. Nipa wo ma dwen e wo fam. Ese Captain Smart interview Abu Trica. And I say you be extradite na here Netflix Ghana ko. So wunim nyansa nka be so wagimi. Abu Trica some $4 million. $8 from $8 million, say we bu obi afaso $8 million. From $8 million to 6, 6 to 4, 4 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 500,000, 500,000 to 50,000, $50,000 to $15,000 US. From $15,000 US to 5% of $15,000.
Wait, bibini, ow, bibini any pop.
And I'm saying, ya said that Chasama to Aquadana so.
Wait, bibini, ow, bibini any pow.
Ya said that Chasam and the Atua Aquadana so by force. Woman, the Abu Trica for America. America for Messenger Jana Manaba. Omesa compensate no Montreal and the date into. Because FBI for Nankasa say we need any information incriminating Abu Trica. No documents nina. They don't have any document incriminating Abu Trica. Never mind the you ko for wa Ghana ha trouble won.
Wait,
and we gina so. Meanwhile, obi to Ghana have ya brochire na abaso ye broni sabe ofan kwada nketenkete to ono de ye che na yes ye mfa nkonu kurom
bibini, ow, mojare.
Na nya ha no di bone no
Sick people.
and ye che Ghana mra hey how I wish I were the president but one day Sabiti Abana, America man who so pa. So by the over Ghana near free hako. So Quende, Jama Madam. Jama Madam. Sametiana can be a Ghana man penia. Now so watch Abu Trica. Nanti Abu Trica. Jafan free Ghana Hanko America. Near Concordinasam. Really, sir, treat you said then me ba me sign. Make a chum say me yimi who free. Say Ghana need the bonny or Ghana. Yama fan free Hanko America. They are punish no.
Bibini, ow, bibini any.
That band na wote say, bro ni bi achichi Ghana ni bi ewa brochire ti afa na free hold number twako Kaneshi circuit court. Say ya me no ka say. Kono fra to anya Ghana ni.
Wait.
Some catch them say omba.
Bibini, ow.
No man dream say me di agro. When I say second of rata omba no. Na enkrofo kansam akase kanoforiata o manne mahama ontumi kanoforiata sem biom
Me am John Mahama. On to be Ken Assembly. Attorney General way on negotiating kwa. On to be Ken of Furiata Assembly. NDC communicators. What is some about Ken of Furiata Dimium?
Mahama.
Dear Ken of Furiata ye na say yo, where we says you could American green card. But Jimmy Nti. What's say? Shatawalea. Onwiaka. Shatawalea. Ontu kwankwa brochenko toka. Otegana ha toka etua duty. Eyi na de na otim na Ghana fo say shata ye kromfo. Can you imagine this nonsense? Abuti ka to the baby. No more chasama to akwada no so by force. Ada na moye mema no. Mo fa keno for atamba. Iyoko egu. Office of the Kwesipita. Office of the Special Kwesipita. Egu. Shraj. Egu. National Security. Egu. Ghana Police Service. Egu. NIB. Egu. Presidency. Eja toho. Ada na keno for atantimi ma. But I bought Trica and I.
So that was Captain Smart. We say, in fact, the whole issue around Trica, no, he doesn't see a point in it because on whom Bonibia Trica aye or making comparisons to a number of people that have done this whole thing, some of these crime scenes, and then things in comparing his case to Ken Oforiatta or Babeka say, in fact, nothing will be done to Ken Oforiatta. So, no, dear, or Chena just he doesn't see any wrong or anything Trica has done as a year training Abasa from north, south, east, and west. That's the only hono he doesn't see. He also mentioned, sir. In fact, FBI no omu ni documents bia Trica is guilty of anything. If there was somebody to be having documents to prove that Trica is actually guilty of what he's being accused of, then it is Yoko. So there is no point in it. So Utigana has said not just support say Trica has to be jailed, and then of course you are not actually a Ghanaian, and then he does not see the point of you calling yourself a Ghanaian because Trica, according to Captain Smart, so he has to be released. In the coming days, there will be a lot of news about him as to whether court, he was guilty or innocent, and would he be jailed or not. Pinax TV. Yeah, it was also a concern.